Hey guys, Harry Thomas here and welcome to a special video indeed. I've been meaning to do one of these videos for a long time now and finally gotten round to it, my very first ever DVD collection. Now, given my love and passion for film, I thought I'd give you guys a taste of how much I love movies because, believe me, I have shitloads of DVDs. I have literally over 100 movies and DVDs and have seen thousands of movies in my 21 years on this earth so far. So I just want to give you guys just some of the DVDs, a quick taste that I own. Even if I don't have time to show you all my DVDs, I can at least show you the majority of them and the general idea of the movies I own, rewatch and love. And bearing in mind, the DVDs I show you are not going to be in any particular order, they're just going to be at random. So let's get started, because I have a lot to show you. Monsters, Inc., my favourite Pixar film, what an utter classic and masterpiece. Skyfall, one of the best Bond movies ever made, period, and my second favourite of the Daniel Craig movies. Spider-Man 3, the only Spider-Man movie I own on DVD. Yes, I'm one of the few people in the world that actually like Spider-Man 3. The Woman in Black, yes, I'm one of the few people who actually likes and remembers this film. A great triumph for Daniel Radcliffe after Harry Potter. The Last Airbender, I know, absolutely appalling film that should never have been made, but I still enjoy how bad this is. Edward Scissorhands, one of Tim Burton's best, one of Johnny Depp's best performances, and just an utter magical classic. Elf, my personal favourite Christmas movie, as you all know. Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, such an underrated, wonderful family classic, and C.S. Lewis would have loved this movie had he gotten to see it. He would be proud. Madagascar, the first one, yes, not DreamWorks' best, but a great fun family movie. The Peter Jackson King Kong, my personal favourite King Kong movie that improves over the original 1933 version in every way, and looking forward to Kong Skull Island. Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol, my personal favourite Mission Impossible movie. It's a blast from start to finish. Puss in Boots, a worthy spin-off to the Shrek movies, and utterly fun, and Antonio Banderas scores high. The Emperor's New Groove, surprisingly one of my favourite Disney films. It's absolutely hilarious, and Yzma and Kronk, some of Disney's best, most awesome comedic villains. Dread, a utterly masterful reboot. This is how a reboot should be made. Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy, what many would consider a masterpiece, I found a little boring and draggy at first, but now I really appreciate it more. Man of Steel is so underrated, not deserving of the hate, my personal favourite movie in the DC cinematic universe so far. Dumbo was my favourite Disney movie as a kid, so happy it celebrated its 75th birthday last year. Aragon, I know a lot of people hate this film, and yeah, it's not great, but I still enjoy it and have fun memories of the cool dragon action in it. The Incredible Hulk, what an underrated MCU movie. It's a terrific Hulk movie and completely makes up for that shitfest that was the Ang Lee Hulk. The Indiana Jones trilogy, yes, I even own Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, please don't hurt me, but I absolutely adore the original trilogy. And Temple of Doom, I think, is particularly underrated. Last Crusade, great end to the trilogy, but Raiders of the Lost Ark will always be the best, being the first. The X-Men series, that's why I have the complete box set of X-Men, a great series of comic book movies. Some are better than others. Forgetting X-Men Origins Wolverine never happened, but X-Men 1, 2, The Last Stand, First Class, and Days of Future Past and Apocalypse, all great movies. Batman Begins, the first in the Dark Knight trilogy, masterful beginning to a masterful trilogy. The Dark Knight, one of the greatest comic book movies and movies ever made, ever. Heath Ledger gave the best performance as the Joker that we could have hoped for. And The Dark Knight Rises, though many will disagree, it's my personal favourite of the trilogy. Boy, I cried 5 times by the end, I'm not kidding. Iron Man, the movie that kickstarted the Marvel CU, it's just a wonderful. It's a miracle this movie happened. Without this movie, we wouldn't have the MCU today. The Simpsons movie, hilarious adaptation of a classic cartoon show. I am a enormous Simpsons fan, and this movie actually was great fun. The Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King. Yes, the magnificent conclusion to one of the greatest trilogy in cinematic history, and my 3 favourite movies probably ever. And its prequel, The Hobbit: An Unexpected Journey. Yes, I own both trilogies on DVD. I don't care what the haters of The Hobbit say, I love both trilogies. And Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2, I own all 8 Harry Potter movies on DVD, and absolutely adore all 8. They get better as they go along, and this movie could not have been a more epic conclusion to a 10-year saga. And I love Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them as well, and be sure to check out the Harry Potter reviews. The SpongeBob SquarePants movie, a greatly underrated, outstanding and hilarious, cleverly written adaptation of the classic cartoon SpongeBob SquarePants, which I still adore, even though I'm a 21-year-old man. What's this? What's this? The Nightmare Before Christmas, Tim Burton's crowning achievement, and one of the most outstanding stop-motion movies ever made. Ice Age, the first one, and still by far the best. Why have none of the 4 sequels ever lived up to this one? War of the Worlds, the Steven Spielberg remake, in my opinion, one of his most underappreciated and overlooked movies. It's an epic masterpiece from start to finish. Even, say what you will about the ending, but the rest of the movie before that, it's how an alien invasion movie should be done. The Lion King, my personal favourite Disney and animated movie just ever. Check out my Lion King reviews. Titanic, a magnificent, perfect masterpiece, one of James Cameron's best, and I may be reviewing it soon for its 20th anniversary. Up, one of Pixar's finest, most emotional and beautiful films. The opening 5 minutes, they really hit you there. The Prince of Egypt, one of the most underrated animated movies of all time. This movie is pure cinematic spectacle and best adaptation of the Exodus story to date. Star Trek Beyond, not Beyond, Into Darkness, a little underwhelming, but nevertheless decent sequel with an awesome performance by Benedict Cumberbatch as Khan, though I personally preferred Beyond. Suicide Squad, yes, I defend the DC Cinematic Universe, and these characters I adore, especially Harley Quinn. Finding Dory, worthy sequel to Pixar classic Finding Nemo. Unlike Dory, you will remember this one. X-Men Apocalypse, my favourite comic book movie of 2016, as you all know, my personal favourite X-Men movie. Logan has a hard act to follow. The Jungle Book, an outstanding live-action remake that improves over the original Jungle Book story and character-wise in every way. Gosh, I hope the Beauty and the Beast remake doesn't suck. Zootopia, a wonderful Disney movie, one of their best in years. Batman vs Superman, Dawn of Justice. Yes, I'm one of the few people who likes this movie, but I don't care. I'm proud to be in the minority. Kung Fu Panda 3. I own all Kung Fu Panda movies on DVD. It's one of DreamWorks' best franchises, and this was a truly brilliant end to the trilogy that proves that third films in series aren't always the worst. Star Wars The Force Awakens, my personal favourite of the 7 Star Wars movies. Episode 8 is going to be mind-blowingly epic. Night at the Museum, wonderful comedy. A shame a lot of people don't like these movies because they're great fun. Aladdin, one of Disney's finest, from the masters of John Musker and Ron Clements, and Robin Williams gives his definitive performance as the genie. Sherlock Holmes 2, A Game of Shadows, a watchable sequel, but could have been better. Yes, I own the entire Alien saga on box sets. Love Alien and Aliens, although yeah, I can get the hate for Alien 3 and Alien Resurrection, but Prometheus was a minor improvement. Alien Covenant has a lot to live up to. And Cars, yes, Pixar's most hated movie, but I still enjoy it. I think it has more merit than people give it credit for, and hey, it's better than its sequel, Cars 2. The Incredibles, one of my favourite Pixar movies, period. Oh my gosh, this is how you do a perfect superhero film. The Lego Movie, one of the biggest surprises of 2014, and one of the most creative, fun, memorable family movies in ages. Cannot wait for Lego Batman movie. Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, one of the best sequels ever made. Boy, I am hyped as hell for War of the Planet of the Apes. This could be another outstanding cinematic trilogy and the best version of Planet of the Apes. Shrek, awesome movie, one of my favourite DreamWorks movies. It started it all. And its superior sequel, Shrek 2, one of the best sequels ever made. Toy Story, revolutionary animated movie, still one of my personal favourites. Guardians of the Galaxy, one of the MCU's best movies. Pinocchio, Disney's second animated classic and still one of their finest. Quest for Camelot, great underrated movie, has so many nostalgic memories of it. Jurassic World, awesome Jurassic Park sequel. It made up for Jurassic Park 2 and 3. Avengers Age of Ultron, pretty satisfying sequel to the original Avengers, which is a comic book classic. How to Train Your Dragon 1 and its superior sequel, How to Train Your Dragon 2, my 2 absolute favourite DreamWorks movies. Please be good, How to Train Your Dragon 3. You've got to end this trilogy the best way you can. X-Men Days of Future Past, yes, I have the single copy. And The Imitation Game, one of Benedict Cumberbatch's best performances. Fantastic Four, yes, I have the 2005 version, and its sequel, Rise of the Silver Surfer, the only 2 good Fantastic Four movies in my opinion. Wallace and Gromit, The Curse of the Were-Rabbit, wonderful childhood classic, being the Wallace and Gromit fan I am. And Flushed Away, a great fun movie from Aardman, even if it's not their best film. Yeah, Star Wars The Clone Wars, not a great movie, but I didn't mind it as a kid. And yes, I do own all 3 Star Wars prequels. Say what you want about them, but I think they have more merit than people give them credit for. The Avengers, the first, best Marvel Cinematic Universe movie to date. Inside Out, absolutely masterful Pixar movie that really gets your emotions going. And Spectre, my personal favourite James Bond movie, and if this is the last Daniel Craig Bond movie, he went out on a high note. And the original Star Wars trilogy, classic timeless trilogy, and of course Avatar, my personal favourite movie of all time, as you all know. I cannot wait for Avatar World of Pandora and the Avatar sequels that James Cameron is working his butt off to produce. So that was my DVD collection for now. I will be doing another one in the future when I get more to show you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and what are your favourite movies from my collection, and what DVDs do you own? Comment and let me know. Please like this video and subscribe if you want us, and on Google+, and I'll see you all next time. Bye guys.